do love my Air Maxes, especially Air Max 1. I think they're just a very sort of classically designed sneaker that basically uh, even work till this day. And I managed to basically buy a pair of the University Blue um, Air Max ones, and I kind of just like the colour blocking on this. It's just basically very similar to an OG red pair, and so that's the reason why I bought them. And they obviously very cool. The materials aren't great; they're quite sort of on slightly cheaper quality, but I just like the way these look, and it's just really nice to sort of wear during sort of summertime. And what I also feel with the Air Max One is the sole is sort of quite sort of medium to firm really. This airbag is not really that forgiving. I think what I would like to see is Nike kind of basically retune these midsoles so they use like latest technology. I think they should keep the airbag, but I think this sole can probably do with being more squishy. So just to kind of complement it being a sort of retro runner, that's what I'd like to see. With my pair, I can see there's a few sort of glue stains. This one, don't know what this is. It looks like a glue stain there as well, but also kind of around here it's a little bit sloppy. But all in all, just a nice colourway for the summer.
So here are the details for the Nike Air Max 1 University Blue. It comes in a white University Blue colour scheme. It comes with a EVA cup sole with an airbag in the heel, and it's primarily made of like mesh upper and synthetic materials, and the price is around £145. In terms of comfort and sizing, this kind of has more of a medium to firm sole, so it does have a bit of bounce back, but bearing in mind it is an 80s runner sneaker, so it's kind of slightly outdated in terms of sort of technology. I think depending on whether you put in a different insole, you'll find it a lot more comfortable, but generally speaking, I feel personally it's more of a hard sole, and for that reason you can get kind of a bit fatigued sort of wearing this sort of all day really. And also the elevated heel, where you sit further up, it's also can cause sort of issues in the forefoot. I would recommend sort of true to size on these, and because they usually run kind of slightly big, I suppose, but for wide footers you can go sort of half size up. There is enough room in the sort of toe box and the sort of pinky toe area, but depending on what socks you are wearing, for example, you may want to sort of go half size up. I generally go half size up. I would say the sole in general for all the Air Max ones, they're not very good. They're not very good in wet conditions, so I find that I sort of slip around a lot. It's mainly to do with the fact that it's got kind of the sort of square traction underneath, especially around the sort of the heel area. I find that's quite sort of slippy, but everyone's sort of mileage may vary on that. In terms of the look and style, it's a classic and timeless design. I don't think it ever goes out of fashion in my opinion. I think every time I look at them they still look clean and unique and simple, and just the colour blocking itself is really nice as well, especially with this one. So I would kind of wear these generally sort of spring summertime just because of the colourway, and also like I mentioned about the kind of the depending on the weather, it's mainly in my opinion because of the mesh upper as well, a summer seeker. And you can dress nowadays you can sort of dress these up as a casual, sort of smart casual, because like I said they have sort of a sort of classy look to them where you can kind of dress them up with anything. That's why I love wearing them, for that reason, so I can sort of forgive the comfort level because they look cool with anything that you wear in my opinion. And you can go like with different types of laces. So the white that comes with it, you can also use the University Blue or go for like a slightly darker blue, and grey as well in my opinion, so that could work well. I think in terms of the overall look, with this particular colourway, I think it could have been an OG colourway, for instance. I don't think they released it in this colourway. I think maybe it was the royal blue colourway, which is slightly different. In terms of the final thoughts, I think the pros are it's a neutral and clean colourway, so it's very sort of simple and straightforward. And the colour blocking is kind of more similar to an OG colour blocking, so it's similar to the red varsity red colourway and also the obsidian blue colourway. So for that reason, I think it's nice, and I like the fact that the swoosh matches the heel tab and the tongue. And it's a timeless trainer, so I think everyone needs to have an Air Max 1 in their collection, in my opinion. Cons are the price. The price is too high, so for £145 for a mesh runner, especially one that's so old, is a lot of money. I think they need to reduce the price on these. And the comfort, so again, like I mentioned earlier, the comfort is sort of mid, it's not amazing. And the materials are all kind of synthetic materials, so you're not getting sort of, I suppose, in that respect, value for money. But the reason I buy them is I love Air Maxes. So in terms of the ratings, I'd give the look and style a 5. I think it's just a classic sneaker and my sort of favourite Air Max silhouette, so that's why I give it a 5. In terms of comfort, that's a 3. It's just very standard. The quality is a 3 because it's just using sort of synthetic materials and not very good quality. It's kind of like the felt material. And the pricing, I'd give that a 3 as well. So I think again, pricing is just too high for a retro runner. And overall, I give it a 4. The reason for that is just mainly because of the colorway and the way it looks, and I can sort of forgive the other 3 areas in terms of sort of pricing, the comfort and the quality, because you put these on feet, especially the UNC colorway, it just looks really, really nice, especially in the summertime.